On this episode of Summed Up True Crime, we'll be talking about Linda Stermer. On January 7th, 2007, in Lawrence, Michigan, Linda's home caught fire under suspicious circumstances. Her husband, Todd, escaped from the fire with his upper body engulfed in flames. He was then run over by a van that was allegedly driven by Linda, his wife. He, of course, died from the combination of injuries from the burns and being run over by the van. The events were laid out as she hit Todd while he slept, trying to knock him unconscious, or maybe she felt she killed him with that, then set the house on fire, which is how he got on fire. And then when he came out, she ran him over, realizing he wasn't dead from the fire and needed to finish him off. There was blood found on the bumper, and gasoline was used for the fire, which is known by firefighters to be an accelerant and things people use to cover up crimes and start fires. It made it kind of obvious it didn't just start out of nowhere. And then on top of that, she tried to get her kids to lie about what happened, that they knew she did it, but she tried to get them to be on her side, and also tried to get them to cover up a variety of different arguments and things that her and her husband had just prior to this incident. She claimed that she was just downstairs doing the laundry when the fire suddenly happened, and ran over her husband Todd by accident. She said that she got in the car to try to drive off and get help, but somehow ran over him, but then she fled the scene. And they also tried to argue that an oil lamp caused the fire, even though they knew gas was the accelerant used and was spread amongst the house. She did get a retrial. However, after the retrial, she was once again convicted for a second time and given life in prison without the possibility of parole. Seems like a very straightforward domestic issue that escalated to murder. Kind of interesting how she tried to get parties to side with her, and the way she tried to lay out events that just didn't seem reasonable. What do you guys think? Let me know. Until next time.